And we're live. How is everybody today? Welcome to Creative Breakfast. Hope you had a good week. Hope you had a productive week. Can't say that I've had a productive week YouTube-wise, but I'm here Saturday, and I'm here. We're showing up. We're putting in the hard yards. When life is difficult, you just keep on going. And for me, nothing too difficult. It's just the humidity is nuts right now here in Brisbane. So let me just put that out there. Apart from that, everything's good. So everything's good. All right, let's jump over to the comments and see who is with us today. People coming in plentifully before the stream. We had earlier this evening, my time. Live on YouTube, Twitter X. Planning to join you today if the time is right. Well, I started right on time today, so hopefully life is coming in very soon. A big shout out to Alvin Watkins. Good morning. Coming in about half an hour before we started. That one kid, yo, welcome to the stream. Chantel was in nice and early, 20 minutes till the live. Also, before we went live, Jerry's here. Jerry's saying, let's do it. So we started right on time with that motivation. And also, Frankie over 50's here. Welcome. Kevin Hawthorne, as always, coming to us from Lakeland, Florida. Creative Classroom is in the house. Hello. Let's see. Creative Classroom says today's film day. My other channel, got a lot of Amazon videos to film. Yes, I've got so many Amazon videos filmed and waiting to be edited. It is ridiculous. So, you know, I feel the hustle. Good morning to English of Miranda, saying good afternoon from Vienna, Austria. People coming from all over the world today. Always good. SMA Sky is in the house as well. Audio is good. I can hear you. That's always a good start, isn't it? It's always a good start. iPhone Chris is in the house as well. Welcome. Let's see. Learn Spanish World is here as well. Hey, Chantel concurs with the humidity. It's terrible. I have a fan going. I am not forgoing the fan. I don't think it's creating... I have it on often for streams anyway, particularly in summer, so I don't think it's causing any sort of audio issues. Creative Classroom says borrowed one of your creative mix phrase from one of my videos, or for one of my videos. Couldn't find the one I typically use because I rarely use music, but had a video where music seemed necessary. Absolutely, borrow away. Let's see, we've also got Stella Core in the house. Welcome. Good morning. iPhone Chris is, it's good to see iPhone Chris is dropping a video today at 8 a.m. where he is. Good question. My main pair I leave on my desk at work, so I don't wear them as much. And I've got my spare pair here for home. But when I'm here working at my desk here, I don't really have too many problems. It's more for when I'm at work. I did try them for a couple of videos and I think I had them on for some streams. You know, they do help, but I was getting some eye strain, different things from the glasses, so I haven't got used to them yet. But I do wear them when needed at work. So think of them as like reading glasses. So yeah, so if you see me squinting a bit, that is because I should really be wearing them. Ollie Smith is in the house. Welcome, another channel member. I've lost my spot. Here we go. Share to Twitter. You know what? I was trying to cool down and do things before the stream. I totally forgot to do any of my usual sharing. So, you know, it's all on YouTube today. It's all on YouTube. And any shares that go out. No shenanigans today. Absolutely. And let me see if I can pronounce this right. Is it Royapel? Or we're doing a Pele. Royapel room. Good morning, 5:35 a.m. Gee, nice and early. Must be, what's that? West Coast, mid US, maybe. I'm guessing. Where are we? Questions. We'll take questions along the way, because if I don't get them along the way, I'm probably going to miss them. Would you be interested in another collab session talking about YouTube banners, not a live, just a recorded edited session? Hey, yeah, we can tee it up. Absolutely. I'm happy to talk about YouTube banners. I just refreshed mine beginning of the year. Absolutely. Home Rapid Repair is in the house as well. Also a channel member. So Australia is hot and humid today. Please tell me how cold does it get in your winter? Well, here in Brisbane, we have a very mild winter. Some people would say that our winter is like some other places' summer. Probably a low daytime temperature. You know, very rare that we get anything under 20 degrees Celsius, like for daytime temperature. Like we'll get night times in winter where it gets down maybe high single figures, you know, 7, 8, 9 degrees. They're typically sort of low teens in winter overnight, but daytime temperatures usually in the like around 20, low 20s. You get a few days a year where you might drop to like, you know, something like 16 degrees Celsius. Now, I don't know all the conversions for that, so, you know, I can only speak in the Celsius. Only says, FYI, when you have merch pinned on the video, it covers up comments. Oh, that's a good point, because it's got the little thing down here. That is actually a good point. I don't really need to have that pinned. So I'm gonna unpin it. That is not important. I just put that on there as a bonus. But you know, it's probably covering everybody's beautiful faces on the icons. That's Delacour. Double. Hang on, it didn't click on it. There it goes. Double my subs overnight. 80 plus. Wow, nice work. Awesome. Well done. Getting it happening. All right. For those wanting to know, you can dismiss the merch by clicking the 3 dots and dismiss if it's coming up comments for you. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good though for me as a streamer to know that if I activate something, it might pop something up in a certain place. Case in point, the reaction button, as you can see, is not in the chat because I like to leave it off for the viewers. People say it's on for the viewers, but I like to turn it off for the viewers. Urban Van Life, Neil's in the house. Hey, currently on a 12-hour drive through ice, snow, 70 miles per hour, wind and rain. Getting home from Scotland to Liverpool because our dog needs an emergency C-section. Been a long night. Oh, man. Everything's happening. Got the cold snap. Hope your dog gets through everything well. So best wishes for the dog. Getting an emergency C-section. Wow. Okay. Getting through the comments. They're coming in thick and fast today. I was thinking on one of the best practices, what to include, what not to include. Yeah, I like that. That sounds smart to me. Learn Spanish World says, hey Doug, you were right. After my Rode NTH 100 snapped on the lock connector, which is like this part right here. Rode sent me new pair of headsets. I've been very careful. They sound amazing. Yeah, they're really good. Like when that second box turned up with the sticker on it says lifetime warranty, which the original box didn't have. I'm like, you know, they're standing by their products, and that's like, yeah, go on your Rode. And it's sort of handy us being in Australia because, you know, Rode make all their products in Sydney, so you know that's probably with where the warehouse is. It's easy to get stuff quickly out to customers, at least in Australia. And you know they have offices and bases and representatives around the world to help out where it's a little bit more difficult. Minus 18 Celsius. I can't imagine anything lower than 0. Like I've been to snow. I've been in snow one time in the hills outside of Melbourne when I was a kid, and a couple of times when I've been to Dallas in sort of December. One time we landed in Dallas, Texas, and got out to the pickup area, and it was all the road. They had a blizzard. there was like ice and snow and all sorts of crazy things. You know, I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that. Okay. Chantel says, yay for no lame reaction buttons. Chris says, do you like iced coffee? Actually, iced coffee is really nice. Iced coffee is really nice. There's a particular brand I like to buy, just like the carton iced coffee, where it's not too like coffee. I like nothing too strong. Although when I have my cappuccino now, I have a sachet which is called strong cappuccino, which is what I'll be having right after this stream. When for my like iced coffee, I like it like sweet and nice and creamy. Don't like it like a double espresso, just like a nice sort of coffee flavor. Let's see. Philip Murphy's here. Welcome to the stream. I am good. Apart from the humidity. Doug, have you seen YouTube's new terms and conditions regarding AI? Like, I saw the last thing I saw about AI was the announcement back in December where they were sort of saying, hey, we're working on policies around AI. Stay tuned. That's all I've seen. I haven't seen anything they've put out that's newer than that. If that's related to the video that TubeBuddy put out overnight, then you know that's him reporting on the announcements that were made back in December. Apart from that, if there's something new that I've missed, let me know, because as far as I'm aware, there's nothing else apart from that. They haven't come out and said, if you do this and we will do this. It says, you know, we want to be responsible and with AI and do the right thing, and we don't want people to take it too far and, you know, use it for misinformation or to deep fake people. We want people to use AI for good and not for evil. You know, all that stuff. So if there's something new, let me know. Speaking of which, you remind me, I haven't popped up my banner, and seeing you mention that, I'm going to pop up the banner with the that also includes the Buy Me a Coffee link. So now you know we are definitely on Creative Breakfast Live. yeah. Reporting old news. Philip says, fairness, I don't really like watching AI that much. I can tell the difference between that and a human. The thought of Doug IO's horror movie. Yeah, I promise I will never make an AI of myself. You know, there might be art that's made with AI. That might be a caricature, but I'm not going to use that to make content like, hey, I'm going to have an AI host from now on. I'm not going to do that. What's the point of that? iPhone Chris shared on Twitter X. Thanks for the share. Always enjoy the share. And just so you know, we're here today. It's all Q&A today. So if you have a question for me, pop it in the chat anytime. Anything about YouTube, content creation, all that stuff, you can pop that in the chat. So yeah, it's open to everybody. You might be watching here on YouTube. We're also simulcasting to Twitch this week, sort of in the more normal vein. You can see we're nice and widescreen today. We're not like vertical. I'm not like sitting here very still. I've got the whole set. You can see the screen, everything's going on. So yeah, back to normal as promised. No vertical streams. We learned a lot last week. So yeah. So I hope for those that were here or watched the replay that you learned some things about vertical live streaming using StreamYard's new vertical feature, which is cool. I enjoy it. To appropriate platforms like Instagram, knock yourself out. All right. And of course, I'm coming back to that one. That's not the one I want to click on. It just sort of popped in. As Eileen said, give the stream a thumbs up. And you know, I could jump in and say it helps the algorithm, but hey, it helps my ego getting more likes. Creator Classroom says we're trying to find information on best UPS for making sure computer and everything stays up. And all our videos we found were AI. Yeah, it's a good question. That is something that I don't know much about, and it's probably an important piece of equipment. I know in business we use UPSs. Like I have a UPS at work, and it has like a big heavy battery in it, and it's for like servers and stuff. But I know there's sort of more units designed for just like your desktop and your monitors and the stuff that you've got immediately around your desk, where you might be your office or content creator, whatever. So yeah, an uninterruptible power supply, which means if the power goes down, the battery will keep your computer running long enough so you can shut it down safely or finish up something that you're doing. Now, if you're looking for something for like live streaming off the grid, then you're probably going to be looking at something more like a Jackery or something like that, like a big battery system that you can plug a bunch of stuff in and have a lot of draw. Like you could run your whole streaming setup off a decent sized Jackery. A lot of on location streamers use that. Okay, now I'm losing my spot. Now back to this one. It's Fierce. Is it Fierce Loaf EV? I'm trying to find out where the breaks in the word is so I can see that. But it says, hello, sorry for bothering. I want to offer promotion for your channel. Oh, seriously? Well, let's chalk this up. Let's chalk this up to a learning experience. Let's chalk this up because this is on Twitch. This is coming on Twitch. The price is lower than any other competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Flexible and convenient order management panel, chat panel. So this is typically, you get a lot more of this stuff on Twitch. In Twitch comments, people will spam advertising and or self-promotion, stuff like that. So this is probably a bot anyway. This is probably not a real person who's actually watching my stream on Twitch. But if you are, you know, on YouTube, I know it's not cool. I'm pretty sure it's not cool on Twitch either. So if you do using this as an advertising tactic, it means that you probably failed at marketing 101. This is not how you go about it, getting people thinking that you're a spammer. If you get people thinking you're a spammer, then you get labeled a spammer, you get treated as a spammer, you get removed from platforms. So, Fierce Loaf EV, I say good day to you, sir, and nobody will be going to your URL that you've conveniently taken the dots and dashes out to stop it looking like a URL. And I say good day to you, sir, and goodbye. When I pulled that comment up, I didn't realize it was a spam. I didn't realize it was from Twitter either. Twitch, I should say. Twitch, not Twitter. And I'm like, I want a real person, no regurgitation of an AI voice. Oh, AI voices. It's bad enough that people use AI voiceovers on shorts and TikToks. Well, especially when they always use the same ones, and you go, oh, it's just AI voice again, because you couldn't be bothered recording your own voice for a few seconds for the voiceover. Where people go and do that, I appreciate the realness and the authenticity of just, hey, this is, even if it's an ad or whatever, and, hey, this is, you know, we went and did this, and it's like, hey, cool. I'm glad you're telling me for real in your real voice instead of using the AI nonsense. Home Rapid Repair says, Doug, I'm running an experiment where I've unlisted all my shorts, hundreds of them, for a month. Some creators are claiming to see a bump in impressions for regular videos and better viewership. Okay, there's a couple of ways you can interpret this. Because you will most definitely get a bump on your long form because there's no short form at all. So if there is traffic if any video is being suggested from your channel, it has to be a long form video because there's no shorts to suggest. So that's something to keep in mind. But of course, shorts, a lot of people are picking up shorts in the shorts feed, but people also get recommended shorts in other places on the platform. We know search is showing shorts, which is fine if the short is relevant to the search. That makes sense. But yeah, I'm sure you're guaranteed to see a bump just for the fact you don't have any shorts to, for YouTube to say, oh, this person prefers a short or a long. Okay, well, you've only got longs. This topic is relevant to this partner. We think that this video is relevant. We're going to show this video. But what level is going to depend. Yeah, as of always, test it and see what the results are. And hopefully make sure that when you've got all the data in front of you, you come up with realistic hypotheses as to why you got those results based on what you did and what you're seeing happen on your channel over that period of time, and of course reflected in the data. So yeah, no, as an experiment and testing things out, it has to be commended, because you don't know if something's going to work unless you try it. We have a UPS on our router, but I don't have one on my computer. We plan on closing that loop soon. Yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not one for putting shorts high up on my homepage. Like if I still have I can't even remember if I still have my short shelf on my channel page, but if I do, it's further down. We're going to talk about homepage in a second. I have one thing to talk about with the homepage. A new feature, mind you. I'm not going to do a video on it because it's not big enough or worth about it, but it's worth talking about on a live stream. Yeah, I think APC is sort of the sort of number one in the UPS market, at least from my experience, anyway. Chantel, giving them a nice greeting over there on Twitch. All right. Yeah. We've got some healthy skeptics here, which is good. Grain of salt's like, really? Life is in the house. Here he is. Morning all. Out drinking coffee again. Hope you are well. Hey, drinking coffee is always a good thing. It is indeed spam. You are right. Chatbots, absolutely. Crazy bots. A begging bot, nothing worse. I thought someone was propositioning me instead of in an email or in a DM, but hey, let's just proposition people on their live stream. Would you like me to help you get more views on your channel, get more subscribers? Sign up now and we'll get you, we'll boost your SEO. All this wonderful stuff. If you have a question for Doug, drop it here in the chat. Absolutely. I love it when they say to me, I've watched your video and love it. Yeah, they always start with that. They always like to butter you up. And then they dive into, but sir, SEO needs to be improved. Oh, did they call you sir as well? And I can help you. To be clear, I'm not a sir. Absolutely. I've been in so many of those lately. And a few of them, I jump in and tell them why they're wrong. I say, you're wrong. So all you want to do is make out that you're going to help somebody, whack some words in somebody's tag box, and charge a fee for it. Hey, I can whack words in my own tag box. It's not hard. Scrolling. Yeah, because I haven't tried the whole, hey, I'm just going to take off my shorts and see what happens. It's like, it's not something that I'm wanting to test, but if it's something you want to test and it's something you want to, hey, we're going to test it, we'll see what happens, we can revert after a month, we can gather the data, make decisions, adjust, test some more. That's how you should do YouTube. You shouldn't be afraid to experiment with video formats, video lengths, video styles, topics, topics within your niche, but hopefully people do topic research. Me personally, I need to do more topic research. I put out videos that I want to put out more so than, hey, what mass appeal? Otherwise, I'd be pumping out, maybe after I get 10K, maybe I should start pumping out how to get more views or how to get more subscribers, you know, that stuff. Because people want that, people click on that. But I don't want to do that content. You know, I'll give people information on that stuff, but I don't want to, you know, be doing that same video every month or every second month. It's like I want to talk about new YouTube features. I want to talk about all this stuff. So that's why I sort of position myself in a little bit of a different place in the space. But that's not to say when I hit 10K, which is coming up, road to 10K, that I might put out how I got to 10K subscribers. Because, you know, that could be helpful to someone who's at 5K subscribers or 3K or 500 subscribers or whatever. You know, anybody who's less than 10,000, I might have something to say that might be helpful. Just maybe one small tip that helps something click in the way they think about YouTube. And so we'll see how that goes. Where are we? My prediction for this experiment is that the difference will be difficult to discern between shorts because being the cause or something else. Yeah, that was my thought as well. But yeah, you got to gather the data to see what the results are, and then it's about hypothesizing, and then testing hypotheses. I can't even say it. Oh, another comment on Twitch. Found the Twitch and YouTube and just checking to see if there was any spam here. Thank you for checking in on the spam. Oh, that's Philip. You mentioned the Christmas tree. Can tell with the hammer. Yeah, well, that's a good new use of the vertical canvas on StreamYard. Is you can, hey, let's do a recording session here, and then pull that stuff out and cut it up into shorts. You could make 3 or 4 shorts in a row, or do a longer segment and have it cut up into shorter segments. Make it a part 1, a part 2. Link them up with the related videos link, which is an interesting. I did that as a test. Let me talk about the related videos link, because you know on TikTok a lot of people do, hey, see part 2 for the next part, and they'll break it up. Even though on TikTok you can do longer videos, you know, longer than a minute. I thought, okay, what I wanted to say I need more than one short to convey it. So what if I did a part 1 and a part 2, put them both out at the same time, and link them with the related videos link? And I found that, of course, some people are going to find part 2 first, but there's enough information in either one that you can watch them in either order, but it's preferably you want to watch them part 1 and part 2. But I didn't do it in such a way where it's a cliffhanger and you need to go to the next part. I just presented one set of information in the first one, another set of information in the second one, and then I made sure they were all linked up in the related videos link and released them both at the same time. So I said I did all that while it was unlisted, released them, and best performing, not because of the link, mind you, necessarily. Talking about, you know, is it because I linked them together? Like I link out to longer form videos in some of my shorts. Some of my shorts I don't, because the short is standalone. It does the same thing. What I did, because the video was talking about something related to Mr. Beast, that is why I got the views. Like it got in the, you know, it, like most of my shorts get, you know, maybe hundreds of views. Probably over time they might get more views, but in the initial sort of push, they get, you know, they get a subset of views. This one got a whole lot more views a whole lot quicker, and I know it's because, you know, I had Mr. Beast in the thumbnail. It was talking about something that happened on a Mr. Beast video and some other people in the challenge, different things like that. And I know that's why I got the extra views, no, undoubtedly. But it did cross-pollinate both videos from one to the other, help people find the second part if it wasn't immediately in the shorts feed, so they could go and watch the second one. There it was. But it's gone now. Absolutely. All right. Okay, where are we up to? Do you know how far behind I am in these comments? Okay. Eileen says, I haven't done a vertical live stream on StreamYard yet, though. I don't think I will use it on YouTube, but maybe. Yeah, I didn't like this experience on YouTube and for people to find you through the whole vertical live stream thing. I don't think people are ever going to go in there and look for it. I don't think people are going to have it presented to them. I don't think it's very discoverable unless it becomes mass adopted and people like it's a bit of a, you happen to be presented with a live stream in the shorts feed, and then you happen to click in, and then you're in the live stream, vertical live stream feed, which you can then also swipe like a short. It's very sort of hit and miss for discovery, I think. So it's interesting. But of course, people can watch you on your regular channel, watch you on a mobile phone. It's going to look crisp and vertical if they watch it on their phone. But it was a big downside in people watching on TVs and computers where it was just like pillar boxed. So we learned a lot. We learned a lot last week. Absolutely, I agree. I think I've been quoted out of context. Absolutely. Sometimes I don't do enough. Sometimes I just whack out a video. Yeah, I do on most platforms. I am Doug Hewson YT on all the like TikTok and Insta and Facebook and YouTube, Twitter, Threads, all that and more. Oh, I've got to keep fluids up in this weather, I tell you. I don't even know what I'm just clicking on comments now. Brian G. Johnson in the house, Brian. Good to see you. Bright and early. I know you're an early riser. It's good. It's good to see Brian in the house. There was somebody in Nick's stream that he did last night, and it was the Poodle Professor, and they said hello to me in the chat, and I'm like, is this one of Brian's accounts, the Poodle Professor? But no, it was a lady from Texas. She's the Poodle Professor. So, but it made me think of Brian. Absolutely. All right. Make content your viewers want and package it good. That's the basic idea. That's the basic idea. Where people need most help, I think, with that is how do you execute that? Like, how do you go about figuring out what the viewers want? So that's a point of execution. How do you come up with good packaging and not crappy packaging? That's a matter of testing and execution. How do you make a video that holds people's attention? That's a matter of execution, figuring it out, learning along the way, making mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes because you learn from those mistakes. If you were too afraid to make a mistake, then you would never learn, you never grow. So be willing to make mistakes so that you can get out there and go, yep, no, that didn't work. Let's pivot and try again. And just own your mistakes. Say, hey, nothing's guaranteed to work. We need to test things. And we can learn from people who've gone before us, who've done some testing, and this is what works for them, and help narrow down and shape down some of the strategies that you need to execute. My friend does small reels for her story because her story is hard for her to do in one filming. She does small clips. Yeah. If that gets out and resonates with a particular group of people, audience, short form, hits them with one thought of one particular message for that video. If it touches people in some way, then it's a win. Chantel says, I was doing some testing last week, and while links between channels no longer work on shorts, you can still mention. So that's pretty cool. Yes, so that's pretty cool for collabs. If you're doing a collab and, maybe it involves doing some shorts, you can get it all happening. Cross-pollinate with the mention. Ace Rocks Tech is in the house. Good to see you again. Let me know. Hey, Ace, did you order an Apple Vision Pro? Along with everyone else? I can't remember so many people ordering this time yesterday. Trying to figure out... Here, I'm trying to figure out a good YouTube short strategy for my channel, but it's not my priority. That's right. You need to... Sometimes you need to be strategic in what not to do. Like right now, you might be like, okay, I want to focus on improving my long form videos, my tutorials. I need to work on the length. I need to work on presentation. I need to work on making the image better, mixing my audio a little bit better in the edit. Whatever. And then if that's your focus, then making shorts on the side is something that could be a distraction or suck at the time from doing the doing that work for improving what you need to improve. So yeah, it's seasons, and then but might be a season where you might say, okay, I'm just gonna do a month where I'm just really gonna hit shorts. All right, people saying hi to Brunchy. Here we go. The old scheduled to be deleted. I get that in my work emails all the time. I'm like, this email address doesn't even have a Facebook page. Go away. Okay. Doug starts off so well that then we get a bit chatty, or he goes on a rant and gets behind. Hey, yeah. Sometimes I'm like, okay, is this a question or is this just a chat? So yeah, so if you got something for me, put a Q in front of it, and then it'll help me find it real quick. But sometimes people are making a comment, and I like to highlight the comment because it is part of the discussion. Oh, no doubt, Neil. Channel Jumpstart. That's Daryl Leaves' program. No doubt. The things I've seen. The people I know who are in Channel Jumpstart. Interesting. Absolutely. Okay. YouTube Shorts don't even need to be on the channel homepage to notice them. Have you noticed it isn't most of your channel audience that watches them? Yeah, I haven't dived that deeply into YouTube Shorts analytics to see who's watching and all that. So, but I don't do them as a priority. Like I've got shorts on my phone ready to upload, and I just put them out when I feel like. So I don't have strategy around it. I've made some from a previous live stream. I think I put a live stream up recently into Opus. And it's made a bunch more that I haven't even gone through yet. Like I haven't gone through to see if they're good, to see if they're relevant, see if it's something that I want to put out there, something I want to like download and trim and tweak and edit. So yeah, so I haven't even looked into that at all. Shorts is not high on my priority list, but I do put them out there. Easy to comprehend, hard to implement well. That's right. It's all about the implementation, the execution. That's what we want to master. Okay. Is that a new? Yeah, that's my new desk pad. That's a LTT desk pad. I end up getting the where is it? I've got an unboxing coming up for it on my other channel. It's called Tech Dinosaurs. So that's sort of the image there. That's what it looks like. So yeah, I ordered that sort of early December, got caught in the Christmas rush, got it in the past week. So yeah, it was a mystery desk pad. I didn't know which one I was going to get, and I forgot they had this one. And it's pretty neat, So yeah, got it on there. just a little bit of purple accent. Sort of matches the purple that comes up in sort of the background, one of those scenes. And it's got a little bit of a light just shining on that to lighten it up a little bit. Otherwise, it'd just be a dark shadow. All right. Let's see if I can get caught up here. I seem to be about 5 minutes behind in the chat the whole way through. So, yes, we're going to scroll. I'm going to be looking for the queue and new people coming in, like the KMH family. Welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is having a great day. So far, so good. Well, it's late in the day here. It's 11 p.m. Okay. Mark say from Apple Vision Pro pre-orders. Yeah. It was a no-brainer for us Australians because we couldn't order one anyway. Only available in the US. Oh, Ace's answer, yes. Too steep. I'd agree. Like I've never spent that much in one hit on a MacBook or a Mac, let alone something to put on my face to do something. Like I don't even know what it does. It's like, do I want like floaty monitors? So I've already paid for I've got 2 monitors here. I've got them on arms, so they're like floating on angles. It's like I've already got the Vision Pro experience here. I've already got the Vision Pro experience. All right. Let's see. I'm just scrolling through to see if there's any questions. See, maybe I can catch up a little bit too. Just to visit. Oh, there's gone over to Twitch as well. 2023 recap. I haven't been over on Twitch since the new year. I need to go check it. I didn't even have my Twitch dashboard open today. I'm just sending it out there. 3,500 was nearly the price of my airfares to get the Vid Summit this year, but that was like in Australian dollars, so it was a lot less. I think US dollars it was like 2,200 or something like that, but it was like close to 3,500 Australian dollars. So that was just to fly to Vid Summit. All right. Oh, Credit Classroom also got a new desk pad. Like I've got my existing one here still on my desk, so at some point I will switch the purple one out for my classic black world map. They're exactly the same size, so I know it's going to fit perfectly. It's like the standard desk mat size. At some point I'll switch it over, but this one looks pretty good in here because I got like a grey desk in front of me. It's a grey IKEA desk with a black desk mat, whereas this is my white. It's like a white. Let me take that off. It's a white sit-stand desk, so I can put it up and down. So right now I just put it out to flatten it out, really. So at some point it will come from here over to here. Oh, and just if we're doing show and tell, I also got a LTT screwdriver. Got the retro screwdriver. Pretty cool. I played with it a bit today. Loaded up all the bits. I like how the bits pop out. It's like if you're a Doctor Who fan, it's sort of very, very sonic screwdriver. So very, very well made, very well built. It's the best screwdriver I've ever had. All right. And I think I've caught up. Frankie over 50 says, I love my desk pad, has flamingos all over it. Hey, yeah, it's like your desk pad. It's a representation of you, what you like, your personality. If it's yours, of course. You know, sometimes we just get a random desk pad and put it on. It's very plain. Maybe we want to be like minimalists, have a nice plain one color desk pad or something like that. Yeah, whatever you want to put on your desk, that's awesome. Okay. Now, I was going to talk about homepage and one new feature that YouTube has quietly put out, a new addition to the homepage. You know how on the homepage you have a lot of, your shelves. You put your playlists on there, your recent videos, and your whatever. They've got that new For You section, which you can turn on and off. You can have a live stream section. You can have like a members list section. You can have your channel subscriptions or recommended channels, all that stuff. Well, they've got a new one, and I'm on the wrong page. I need to bring it up. Let's share that to the screen, shall we? Share screen. I would like to share that one. Thank you very much. All right. So what we're going to do is look at, where's my marker pen? We're going to look at this one. This is in the latest updates from YouTube that you can like link from your studio dashboard in a little announcement section. It'll take you out to here. And this is where they put like recent stuff. Sometimes they're older than the past 2 weeks, like it says here. But what they've done is they've added a new section called Top Community Clip section. You can display top clips of your videos on your channel home tab. These clips could be made by you or your community. So this is using the clipping feature that's been on YouTube for a couple of years now. So if you look underneath the live stream or underneath videos, you'll see a little button that says clip. And basically what that does is allows you to take up to like, I think it's a minute of a video and take it in like a shareable format. Basically, it's just taking like a section out of the video. It's not creating new content, but giving you a unique link with the timestamps from beginning to end that you can like share out with people. Say, hey, check this out. And so you can just share the section out. It gives people who view that link the option to, whilst they're viewing that segment, they can actually click on a button and go back and watch the entire video. So it is a good way of getting content in front of new people by having your community share it. That's why they're calling this community clips. And you can make your own off your own content, but your community can also, people viewing your channel, anybody who makes a clip from your content, it will show up in your clip section, which is down the left-hand side of your main YouTube page, in the whole section where you can see your subscribers, subscribe channels, and different things. In the section there, you can see it says clips. I think on mobile, it'll be in the For You section, or in the U section. That's not For You section, it's the U section on mobile. It'll be in there. And so you can see all these clips. Any clips that people have made from your content or you've made of your own content will show up in this shelf. It'll just be a shelf of snippets of your videos. And once on the home tab, the clips are publicly visible and organized by popularity and how recently they were created. So newer ones. So it optimizes by newer clips that are made and how many views have had on that clip. I'm not sure if it's views on the video the clip was from, or actually views on just that clipped URL. So I've added it to my channel, but last I looked, let's go have a look, shall we? View your channel. Last I looked, it's still not showing up on my homepage. Now I put it right at the bottom, so I'm just going to scroll to the bottom. Now I put it here, right above channels I recommend. And it should be in here, but it doesn't show up, even though I can see it in my customization menu. It's there. So it's like something that you can put in place, but they haven't actually flicked the switch to allow it to be seen. A bit like they did for the For You tab, where you could set up your settings for that, but they weren't going to show it until a certain date. They don't mention any of that on this article, and you can click through to learn more. If I can turn that off. So yeah, it should sit right in here, because I put it right at the bottom, up one, just to show it. And okay, the link takes you to just the whole overview of what clips are. And so if you haven't seen what clips are before, it's probably worth going to this URL. I'm gonna share that in the chat. So this is what I'm looking at. So if you were looking for some extra information what clips are, I'm just dropping that in now. Clips are between 5 to 60 seconds long. Yeah, I thought they were up to a minute. And these aren't like I'm clipping it for a short. These are like clipped in the same format that they're currently recorded in. It's clips from long form content. You can, once somebody clips your video, they can use it to embed. They can use the URL to share on a social network. They can copy it and paste it somewhere else, share it in an email. The usual ways you can share video clips, but you're actually sharing like a section of a larger video. And as I said before, what you can do is anytime someone's watching one of those clips, they get the button, an option to go and watch the whole video in context from beginning to end. And any views on these clips, mind you, are attributed to you because it's your video. It's not making new content. They're not funneling your views, funneling your content. They're not re-uploading your content. It is just basically a way to link to your content. It's a way basically your community is promoting your content for you. Okay, and so they've got a section here at the bottom, or further to the bottom. Manage. Oh, I don't like it when it leaps to the front when you go and highlight. I don't know if that's a Chrome thing. Actually, that's the wrong part. Oh, I'm in the wrong part. Here we go. Manage the top community clip section. You can display top clips of your videos on your channel home tab. These clips could be made by you or your viewers. Once added to your home tab, the clips are publicly visible and organized by popularity and how recently it was uploaded. So they're going to optimize front load, newer content, and more popular content. So you can go in your customization tab in Studio, and where it says featured sections, you can add a section if you have not used up all your sections. And then you can position the shelf by dragging up and down, so you can put it wherever you want. I'll put mine near the bottom because I'm testing it. I'm waiting to see what it looks like once it's displayed to people. Right now, it doesn't show me that. Now, what I can do is, you know what, I'm already on the page. Customize channel. I can show you in the customization section. In the layout. Featured sections. And right down the bottom, you can see I've added one called Top Community Clips. Now there's 12 clips in the list. You can see in brackets says 12. So I have clips ready to go. Some of them I think I made. I think most of them I made. I haven't checked to see who's made them. But that slot's in there ready to go. And I can remove that section. I can add that section. All you can do with this is in customization is add it or remove it. So you have a show it, you don't show it. Totally up to you. It's just an option you can have to put on your channel. So I thought that was an interesting thing to share. It wasn't worth a dedicated video, but I wanted to include it somewhere in some content. I think live stream is a good place to talk about that. So let us remove that. All right. Let's see if I can jump in and figure out where I'm up to. I think I'm up to here. Doug showing screwdrivers on his channel. Now it's a home improvement channel. I'm here. I'm gonna call my new channel Home Rapid Repair with my trusty sonic screwdriver. I just need to make a little buzzing sound. That's all I need now. There is a Pac-Man ghost in the background, right? Yeah. It's one of the earliest set pieces, so it's sort of historic now. I keep adding stuff. The most current edition is the on-air light, which I have now automated, so I can technically turn it off. There's a bit of a delay because it's got to go out to the web and come back. See, it turns off. I can turn it back on. That'll come back on in a second. iCast Enterprises, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's had a great week. Does anybody actually use the clip feature? That's a good question. Honestly, I haven't seen a lot of people use it. Like when it first came out, I did a bit of use. I was using it to clip stuff from like Creator Insider and stuff, just to highlight something that they might have said or an announcement or whatever, and then share that out in like a tweet or in a community post, which would be a good way to share a clip of somebody else or of your own thing if you just want to share the snippet. So it's a feature that is underutilized, I think. I think it's worthwhile. I think it's a good feature. It's just that not a lot of people know about it. Not a lot of people talking about it. Maybe it's not sexy enough. Maybe it's not, people are always on here talking about CTR and fancy thumbnails, but we never talk about clips. We talk about shorts all the time, but we don't talk about clips. There you go. Chantal added the section, realized that someone had clipped something. I had no idea. There you go. Yeah, that's always a good idea. Do the beginning of the year refresh. And you want to do it like not once a year either. You want to do it on a regular basis. You know, I'm always second guess, like maybe I should be updating and you putting a different playlist in there. But I consider two things. Is it content that I'm still covering? Is it still relevant? And is it something that's performing? Oh, there we go. That's what happens. That's what happens when you do the signs. There we go. It's party time. Oh, look. The thing's up there now. Can I actually turn that off? No, it's just telling me about mic mode. And that Firefox is capturing my screen, but I can't do nothing about it. All right. Okay, I'm scrolling down. Welcome, not your regular atheist. Hashit, is it? I'm assuming that's your name, Hashit. Welcome. Every time I do a video about optimizing your homepage on YouTube, they make a change. Yeah, always make a change. You make a video about something, they go, oh, they've changed the feature. It's like when Shorts first came out to make a where you can like do stuff on turn a long form into a short, and they had the button was called the create button. And then after I put the video out, they changed the name to the remix button. Now remix makes sense, I understand it, but they changed it pretty quick. I've got so many subscriptions, so less time nowadays. Can't visit your channel streams more now. Hey, not a problem. It's like sometimes life. It's like, does the stream fit into when you're available? You know, for a lot of people, a stream might not be. You know, it might be the replay that you catch or something like that. The live stream you could be in the middle of school or work or whatever. It happens. A wild Beanie Draws appears. It's good to see Beanie in the house. It's good to see Beanie. That icon takes me back. It takes me back. Beanie and I went to VidSummit 2019, and we had a great time. We had a great time in Los Angeles. Let's see. Let's scroll down. How far behind am I? I'm only about 3 minutes behind, so that's not too bad. Considering that I went off on that screen share. Adam's Exploits is in the house. Welcome. Good day, Doug. Lucky you down under not dealing with snow and ice. We're dealing with heat and humidity. Sometimes I think I would rather that ice even for like 5 or 10 minutes. 2 big storms here in near Philadelphia in the past week. Yeah, a lot of places getting hammered right now. A lot of places getting hammered. I've clipped several sections to share with others. Caught a shout. Nice. Yeah, it's a handy feature. It's a handy way to say, hey, I just want you to. This is a video I wanted you to look at, but I actually want you to pay attention to this particular section because this is relevant to the question you asked me, or this is relevant to the greater discussion we've had in the chat, whatever. So go watch this. This will sort of answer the question or shed some extra light on the discussion. So clipping is a great tool. Jerry says they should quickly change the collab button. Like I've told them. I told Renee directly. The name of the tool is there's no collabing going on. It's more of a React tool. It's not a collab tool. Notifications are going out right now. 30 minutes to Nimminati o'clock. Yo. Speaking of which, I need to click on some screens here. Philip says, I usually like the interaction on live stream, so I'll try to drop in. Yeah, that's the great thing about live streams. And I have a story. Remember the live stream? And I know Philip was the comment that I riffed off back probably couple of months ago, that I turned into some shorts, where we were talking about live streamers need to be, live streams need to be live. It's like the word live in live stream. Pre-recorded live streams is a slap in the face to the audience. I think I hammed it up a bit, but it's for real. That particular short I've had up on shorts for a while, but I put it on my TikTok earlier this week, and I had an interesting comment from all people was Doc Rock, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm 100% behind you." He's feeling it. Doc Rock. He works for Ecamm Live, has his own channel. Great guy, live streaming expert. He was like, he was 100% behind the whole vibe of that. So yeah. So if you're doing a live stream, make sure that you're there live. Interact with the audience. To go on from that too, the worst thing is when you're moderating a live stream and it's live. It's live because you're here every week because you're a mod on the stream, and someone comes in and says, "Is this live or pre-recorded?" It's like, this is live. It's a live stream. Now, I understand their skepticism sometimes because they've probably been hurt by turning up at a stream and finding that either A, it's not live, or B, the person who's live isn't interacting with the chat whatsoever. And that can be an indicator that it's not live, but not always. So, something to look out for. All right, off my and Beanie's here with says, I found that there's a fine balance between not having enough time, taking a break, and then taking so long away you find yourself covered in rust. Absolutely. That can even happen on like a short break. Like I've been trying to get to content. I've had, humidity to deal with this week, and availability of my studio. Like there was some nights where I didn't come down to my studio. I stayed upstairs. So you have to work through roadblocks all the time, and then getting back into it, getting back into Final Cut, opening your video editing software. I've got videos to edit. I can be editing videos, and you just got to take that. There's pushing through, like a bit of resistance, and it's a resistance inside you because it's like, well, once you get going, you're going to be good. You're going to be fine. Once you get into the flow, you just got to step into the flow and get started. You just got to press. It's like when you're filming, you just got to press record. Like when you're editing, you just got to open up Final Cut and start cutting broccoli, as Matthew O'Brien says. And if you have got to upload, it's just hit that upload button and get that video up there. Get that thumbnail done. Get a good title on it and get it up there so people can watch it. Absolutely. My chat's just scrolled all over the place. Vineet is in the house. Welcome. Hello. To be said for Nick, though, what happens is because he is taking those questions from the form, and I know D, when he's got D with him, D's monitoring the chat a lot more and will jump in and react a little bit more to the comments. So when D's on the stream, we get a little bit more of that. Yeah, which is why you see me and Chantel in particular and other mods, we're jumping in and having the conversation and answering questions, directing people to the form so they can get the question answered. So yeah, it's just when you get to that volume of, high number of concurrent viewers and a lot more people in the chat talking, it's hard to keep up. Like I'm having trouble keeping up, and I don't have that many people here, and I'm sort of just looking at all the things, but I don't need to be. I can skip over some of these and skip to the bits that are put in there directly for me, and that's what I got to look out for. And that they believe you because you're not the host. Yes. Beanie says, I don't think YouTube does enough to really highlight the fact that this show is live rather than the 20 watching now. Yeah. Sometimes, there's something, there needs to be something extra. I know where they put that red ring around the profile picture, but that's not always, that's very subtle. That's not obvious. I clipped Doc admitting that you was considering purchasing an Android phone to use an app that iPhone didn't. Because the Doc's very much Apple. He's like Apple, but well, I did that. That's why I have a Pixel 7, because I could do tutorials for my mobile channel in particular. So if I need to figure out is something different in the YouTube app on Android as opposed to iPhone, I need to know. And it'll be the same thing for Doc, I'm sure, as the content he makes. Oh yeah. Premieres do confuse people. Like I think I did one last year. That we did, and I don't do a lot of them. Yeah, that was the other thing we ranted about in that live stream. It's like, when's the premiere, and the person whose premiere it is doesn't even turn up to chat in the chat, or if they're there sitting watching, they're not talking in the chat. It's like, this is why the chat's there, so you can interact while they're watching your video. You've already seen the video. You can watch along, but you can be in there chatting up all the time for the whole 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the 20-minute video, whatever the length of the video. You should be in there answering questions and saying hi to people and making sure that people know that you're there whilst you're watching your premiere. I'll just leave that one there, 100%. Even Vinit's had this happen. I was watching someone before I thought he was live, and I was asking him, and he was talking about some betting app. I guess he was promoting. Yeah. I'm not sure what the community guideline rules are on talking about betting apps and stuff. I'm sure that would probably get your stream kicked if reported. Video for Bosses is in the house. Welcome. Thanks for the encouragement, Doug. I'm about to record some videos, so I'm trying to get in the mental zone. Yeah. And then you just got to step in and do. And then once you get in the flow, you get the vibe. The vibe starts happening, even for a short period of time. If you need to accomplish one thing, you'll get it done. A sense of accomplishment. The next day, the next time, you can just jump in and do it again. All right. I need to keep it on the time here too. Beanie says, I do miss the days when YouTube was a lot less focused on production value and you could get away with a little bit more homemade feel. And I think homemade feel's still good because it does lean into authenticity. And I think that's something that in 2024, YouTube as creators are going to start getting back to a little bit more authenticity to sort of counterbalance the whole AI thing and the whole highly produced thing. And I think that people who can make the connection, a bit like they're talking about that bodybuilder guy, Sam somebody, I think, Sam Surik. I know they talk about him on the vidIQ channel. He comes across very homemade, very just talking to the camera on his phone and no high production value. Has good enough video, good enough audio, and people are resonating with the stuff that he has to say. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, some people use Premiere as like an upload button and will just premiere any of the new videos because they think it's going to give them some sort of algorithmic juice. And I think that's actually the opposite. I think premieres need to be intentional. If you're not intentional with your premieres, then it's like, a premiere every week. It's like that's saying, like, I'm putting out a blockbuster video every week. No studio puts out a blockbuster video every week. No franchise puts out a blockbuster video every week. Like Marvel only put out what 2 or 3 blockbuster videos a year, like in the movie theaters. Like let's just put aside the whole TV thing, because you know that could be considered cranking out a premiere every week. But you know, 3 times a year, maybe that's how often we need to be using premieres. Like for the hero video, for the video that has something that you need, some message that you really need to get out there, some point you want to get across. Not a how-to video, but something that makes people feel something. That's what a premiere should be. Yeah, yeah. Whilst premiering, if you don't come in like before the countdown ends and you sort of into it, and it's like going into a movie theater. You know, you miss the start of the movie. You've missed the start of the movie. So you either gotta wing it, or come back in another session. And in Premier's style, it's once a Premier's live, I can go back and watch it as a VOD. But it's not quite the same experience because you don't have the chat and everything. Do Premiers still not show the actual length of video is? No, not. I don't think so. Not especially not when they're scheduled. They don't show the length video, because I've seen Premiere. I'm like, I wonder how long this Premiere is going to be. This is an interesting question. I've not seen the stats for this. What are the top 5 countries in terms of consumption of YouTube? What do you think? I think you're going to have to like lean towards some sort of population, and then some sort of mass adoption. So for the population, you'd be looking at countries like India, because YouTube's readily available in India, whereas you couldn't do China because China blocks like YouTube and other things. So although there are people probably using VPNs and stuff, so places like that, and then where there's mass saturation, like the United States, places like that. What the top 5 would be? I reckon India and the United States would be up there for sure. And then after that, I'm not sure. Maybe Canada, UK, and then if you're sort of maybe a European country or somewhere like Korea or Japan. I don't know. That'd be my guess. I'm just guessing. Okay. There's something that something has been brought to my attention that I need to remind people of, and it's this one here.
It's the last call.
It's the last call, and the last call means this is the last chance to make a comment or put in a question for me, because we're going to be wrapping things up really soon. Get ready for Nimmin Live coming up at 9 a.m. Eastern. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put the... I'm just going to go back to this one. We are officially in the last call. I need to jump back to comments. We're going to get through the comments as quickly as we can. I don't know where I was up to. It scrolled and I've missed it. That's a good question. The shortest length video for me, this is just my vibe. I would want to see it be at least 8 minutes. Not anything to do with mid-roll ads or anything, but I would suspect 8 to 10 minutes would be my sort of low end, and up to whatever it could be. Because if it's a hero video, it might be a longer video. It might be a 20-minute or 30-minute video. It could be like an hour documentary. Who knows? Whatever the reason for the premiere, I reckon 8 to 10 minutes would be like it's sort of your bottom end, realistically. Okay. Oh, here we go. The Spanish world, as of 2023, the top countries in terms of YouTube consumption are India. I picked it. United States, Indonesia. That makes sense. Brazil and Russia. And Russia might drop out of the top 3 with the whole Ukraine thing, because I think a lot of that stuff's been banned or harder to access from within Russia. But we'll see. We'll see what the 2024 stats come up with. Okay, some more stats coming through there. I'm going to be looking for questions. Yeah, 10 minutes. 8 to 10 minutes. I think that's sort of my low end. Will any channel be able to hit 1 billion? If anybody can do it, it's probably Mr. Beast, but where's he at now? 100 and something million. He has to cross. He has to get like past T series. And who else does he have to pass? Is somebody else, or is that it? I don't think it's going to happen for a while though, because no one's even close. Okay. Yeah, it could be a decade or two before someone gets near that, and by then there could be a whole new group of YouTubers coming through, who are going to like smash Mr. Beast in terms of subscribers. So it's very, very possible. Very, very possible. Okay, I'm just doing this real quick. Let's talk about what's coming up today. As we, as Sean Cannell says, land the plane. Actually, I need to take comments off the screen before I can do this. Always forget to take those off. Coming up right after this, actually in about 12 minutes from now, Nick Nimmin will be going live. Nimmin Live. I'm sure Dee will be there too, answering your YouTube questions. A totally Q&A show. There'll be a bit of banter. I'll be answering a stack of questions, I can tell you. So make sure if you stick around in the live chat now, you'll automatically end up over there. So you don't even have to figure out how to get to Nick Nimmin's channel. You'll be safely redirected as soon as this stream's over. You'll end up in his pre-stream chat. That's a pretty cool way of doing it. And coming up on Sunday, Chantel will be going live, talking about live stream best practices. That'll be at 6 p.m. Eastern, which is that's about 9 a.m. Australian Brisbane time, or 10 a.m. for the Southerners. Of course, 6 p.m. Eastern, and then do the math from there. So make sure to join Chantel. Getting a good crowd there. A lot of people from this stream over on that stream as well. And I will be in the chat for the entire stream. I am not working on Monday, so I'll be there as well. So let's make sure we come back. Is that going to come back to me? Yes, it is. That is very well done. Thank you, StreamYard, for that. Okay, let's look for last words in the chat. Yeah. Coffee video imminent, absolutely. The good old Twitch raid system is now the good old YouTube live to redirect system. And it works quite well. It works really well. It works very well. Oh, nice. Yeah, make sure you're there. 6 p.m. Sunday for Chantel's stream if you're in the US. If you're here in Australia, it's 10 a.m. Sydney time, I think, or 9 a.m. Brisbane time. So, that being said, I want to thank everyone for joining me today. It's been fun just shooting the breeze and trying to keep up with the chat, which is always good. Keeps me busy. So make sure that you come back probably next week. We'll be here next week, I'm sure. Trying to be consistent. Trying to be here as many Saturdays as possible, right before Nick's stream. As you noticed on the thumbnail today, I called it the Nimminati pre-show. So something we used to do back in the day with the Wake Up Show. We did something totally irrelevant to YouTube tips and advice, and we'll do a trivia. But it was like the Wake Up Show, the warm up show. We're warming people up, just getting them, have your coffee, getting ready to go, getting ready for Nick and Dee, and hey, that's what we're doing today. So I want to thank everyone for joining me. Make sure to join me next week. Make sure you stick around and hang in the chat. You'll end up in Nick's live chat pre-show. You'll probably get some sort of music video at the start that will get you grooving. So I appreciate everyone for. Oh, I need to turn that off. Appreciate everyone for coming, and I will see you next time.